Here's the thing. I got so wrapped up in the idea of becoming magnetic. I thought, what a wonderful place to be. If only I could be magnetic, then I will have what I want. If only I could be magnetic, then I will attract the people that I want to be meeting, that I want in my life. If only I could be magnetic, then I could attract the money that I want. Then I can manifest anything. Then everything will come so effortlessly and easily because I'm magnetic. It became this desire, this goal that seemed so far outside of me, something that I had to get, something that I had to be, something that I had to put on. It was something that was very intangible. And all the time I was focused on becoming magnetic and trying to be magnetic. I didn't realize that I was actually pulling myself further away from who I truly am. And that actually, if you want to be magnetic, the key really is in becoming unapologetic about who you are. It's about allowing yourself to be your most authentic version. And that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. So you can stop trying to be magnetic. You can instead become unapologetic, which creates such a different and more powerful energy that you are then sending out. And you are not looking for external validation. You're not looking to the outside world to make you feel better about who you are, to make you feel worthy, to make you feel enough. And instead you are giving it to yourself, which in turn makes you effortlessly magnetic to the people, the situations, the conditions that are all supposed to be in your life. Hi, if you're new to the channel, I'm Kirsty Elizabeth. I help women awaken their true self, unlock their hidden potential, and boldly claim the life they desire to be living. Now, before we get started, I do have a free gift I'd love to share. It is, for now, a free instant access coaching session and energy activation, which has been created to help you release your biggest blocks, uncover your hidden blind spots, and actually shift timelines and frequencies by the end of the session. So you can leave the session on a new timeline, actually feeling like a brand new version of you. So if that sounds good to you, click the link in the comments and get immediate access to that. So getting back to the video, let's talk about this. Why do we want to be magnetic? Why do we feel that we're not enough exactly as we are? We see these people, don't we? And this was me for the longest time. I'd see people who seem to just create things so effortlessly, that effortlessly have a big following, that effortlessly have amazing friends, that effortlessly have the love of their life, that effortlessly hit their goals, achieve their wildest dreams, and actually live the life they desire to be living. And it's so easy to allow yourself to wrap that up into they are magnetic, they've got it, they've got something that I don't have. They have something special. And if only I could get that, if only I could be that, then I can have all of these things, then I can live the life that I want. And I just today want to invite you into another perspective, because this was me for the longest time. Honestly, this was me. But what I discovered was actually, it's no fun trying to make myself be something. It feels hard. It feels like I'm not enough as I am. It feels like I'm not worthy as I am. And actually, what I realized was the people that I looked up to the most, the people that I admired, the people who I did feel magnetically drawn to, it wasn't because they're magnetic. It's because they were just being themselves, and they were being themselves with conviction. They were shining with authenticity. They were being unapologetic about who they are. They were pouring into themselves so much that they were just shining from the inside out. They didn't care. They didn't need people to like them. They didn't need people to follow them. They didn't need anything from anyone or from the outside world. They were in a true divine state of being. And in that state of being, they were being exactly who they are. This comes from a strong foundation of self-love and radical self-acceptance. I feel so strongly about this, and about us really tapping into our true nature, our true essence, our true source energy, about us really letting go of all those old scars, the wounds that we hang on to that we think define us. We carry them on, we hold them, we're ashamed of our scars. Whereas I really believe we should be loving them. They make us who we are. The pain that we've gone through in our lives has built us into this person that we are today. The mistakes we've made, it doesn't matter. They've put us on a different path. They've moved us in a different direction. We can fill ourselves up with so much shame and blame and not feeling good enough, unworthiness, self-judgment, self-criticism. And all the time we are just tearing ourselves away from who we are. We're splitting ourselves. We're making us feel even more unworthy, even more judged, and it's no one else that's doing it. It's us doing it to ourselves. I feel so deeply about this topic, which is why it was one of the programs I launched in my Unleash community and my coaching community, to take people through the process of becoming unapologetic. And so I'm going to give you some tips from that right now so that you can start feeding into that too. We talked about what it is to actually own your desires. Unapologetically, can you honestly say that everything you want, you are unapologetic about it? Or are you someone that feels like you have to justify? You feel embarrassed about wanting the big things. You feel almost like you're greedy sometimes because you want more. It all starts with owning our authentic desires and just being unapologetic about it. Then we have our values. Like, what are your highest values? Being unapologetic and living unapologetically means living in a way that is aligned to your values. Our values drive our behavior. They're the things that are important to us. For you, it might be family, service. It might be love, people, connection, friends, money, success, spirituality, growth. It can be all of these things. It can be any number of things. But if you're not living in alignment with your values, you're not living unapologetically and you're not living authentically. Another thing you can look at is where you need to set boundaries. Where are you not showing up for yourself? Where are you acting in accordance to other people's expectations, other people's desires? And where are you betraying yourself? Over giving to others and never giving into yourself? Where do you need to create those boundaries so you can be unapologetic in yourself? Where are you looking outside for external validation? Where are you looking for approval? Where are you thinking you have to think, be, act, and feel in a certain way to be validated, to be approved, to be respected, to be loved, to be enough? Is it with your family? Is it with your friends? Is it for your business? Is it showing up like this on social media? Is there an attachment to wanting to feel worthy? Attachment to numbers, attachment to goals, attachment to success? These things are crippling. They actually ruin our self-image. They disintegrate our self-worth. And they stop us from being this incredible, beautiful, bold light that we are here to be. And I've already said radical self-acceptance is a core piece of this. Accepting you exactly as you are with everything you've been through. Accepting yourself at a physical level, at a mental level, at an emotional level, whoever you are right now in the moment. Radically accepting yourself. Because all the time you're judging and criticizing and betraying yourself, you're leaving yourself. You're creating a gap, you're creating a separation. This is all about coming home to yourself, to who you really are, feeling whole, feeling connected. You have those times, right? You know, there's days when you feel completely connected and amazing and lit up and whole, and you go outside and the birds seem to be singing louder. Everyone's smiling as they walk down the street. Suddenly either the sun comes out or the sunset comes up. There's a break in the clouds. There's some kind of flow. Everything feels good, right? When we are true to ourselves, when we heal our relationship with ourselves, that is how it feels, because we've come home to ourselves. We're not trying anymore. We're not trying to fix ourselves. We're not trying to be something else. We're radically accepting ourselves for who we are. And then we have that completeness, that wholeness where we just don't need anything outside of us. And so when we're looking outside, when we go about our daily life, everything feels brighter. Everything feels easier. We can actually notice these things because we're not spending so much time giving ourselves such a hard time. Being unapologetic is about really activating that personal power, about really standing in your own. Standing up for what you want, standing up for your truth, authentically expressing yourself in the way that you desire to, just because it's who you are, not because you're going to get anything, not because someone expects it of you, not because you want a certain reaction, but showing up unapologetically, authentically, saying what you want, doing the things that light you up, following your passion, following your creativity, because it's who you are. There is something so magnetic about that. So magnetic. How many times do you look at the people who are so in their own frame, so in their own energy, in their own confidence and in their own conviction, and how much you attracted to those people? They're not trying to be magnetic. They're just owning who the F they are, unapologetically. So I hope this has created some big breakthroughs and insights and shifts within you. You are perfect exactly as you are. The more you start to own who you are, the more deeply you love yourself, the more unapologetic you are about showing up and living the life in the way that you want to live. You will not need anything from anyone else yet. You will seem magnetic to everyone around you because you'll be living by example, and everyone will want to know what you did. But you're not doing it for that. You're doing it because it makes you feel good. You're doing it because this is who you came to be, and this is who you're damn well going to be from now on. You're doing it because you're no longer apologizing for who you are, for the mistakes you've made, for the shame and the guilt and the teardowns that you've just carried all your life. You've let go of all of that. You've stepped into greatness, and you're owning who you are, and that makes you an inspiration to everyone around you. So remember, stop trying to be magnetic, become unapologetic. And if you like the things that I've shared in this video, I have a whole program that you can follow step by step in Unleashed, our women-only coaching community. I'll leave the link in the description so you can go check that out if it resonates, and you can become the most authentic and unapologetic version of you that there ever was and there ever will be. I'm sending so much love. I'll see you in the next video.